Charges are pending tonight against a 13-year-old accused of shooting another teen in South Suburban Madison. The second incident like it in just days.
Now, a local congressman wants gun violence at the center of the discussion at the Capitol. Jermont Terry is live for us with how the CDC would get involved under this new push. Jermont.
Joe and Erica, while shootings and violent crimes are down year to year here in Chicago, Congressman Jonathan Jackson says that does not negate what Chicagoans experience when violence breaks out. He's now pushing Congress to consider this gun problem as a true health problem. This week, police in two suburbs investigated shootings where teenagers are accused of pulling the trigger. 13-year-old Manuel Mejia Perez was gunned down in Joliet. The Will County State's attorney charged a 15-year-old with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of unlawful possession of a weapon. While in Matson,
what was he doing with a gun in the first place?
A 13-year-old is accused of shooting a 15-year-old outside the village's rec center. Wednesday morning, video shows Matson police recovering a gun and placing it in a brown evidence bag. Police found the weapon at a nearby retention pond 1 day after the shooting.
And that's why I want to fix the problem. A 13-year-old cannot go into a gun shop.
Congressman Jonathan Jackson is pushing for new legislation he says will allocate resources of the CDC to curb gun violence.
Is us also expanding the definition of gun violence just not as a policing issue, but as a community health factor. And this way, we can ask the Center for Disease Control to become involved. We can gather more data.
Representative Jackson says it's time we call the country's gun violence what it is, a health epidemic.
Let's use the resources of the Center for Disease Control. They can move with alacrity and speed like they've done with COVID, with bird flu, and other things. I'd like to heighten this to being that level of urgency for public safety.
He points out Chicago and his congressional district, which encompasses suburban communities, are feeling the impact of ongoing gun violence.
On average, it costs almost $1 million to help recover someone's life after they've been shot. That can save the Chicago region almost $2 billion a year.
Now, Jackson points out when we do not address gun violence, it also forces people to abandon certain communities and seek safer areas. Now, the congressman plans to address Congress on Thursday to make sure that gun violence is at the top of every lawmaker's mind. Live along the lakefront tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.